Greetings, my lovelies. This is that creepy bald guy, and welcome to my review of Jack Reacher 2 Never Go Back, which is kind of a foreboding title for the second entry of an intended franchise. The first Jack Reacher, released a few years ago, was good, boasting stellar acting, writing, stunt work, choreography, direction, editing, cinematography, and, well, everything. With its only drawback being that it didn't really excel in any of those areas. Its sequel, Never Go Back, isn't really bad as much as it's just phoned in, making me wonder if this was produced merely to fulfill a contractual obligation. I suppose it was competently made, as the action scenes were okay and the acting was fine. Like many others who are familiar with the books, I was baffled when Tom Cruise was announced to play Reacher. But his portrayal grew on me because it's interesting seeing Cruise turn off his natural charm and charisma. He's creepy and off-putting, even though he means well, which makes him a unique protagonist. You can tell through his performance that Tom Cruise really does not give a shit about this project, but at the same time, he's professional enough to do a good job, and quite frankly, I thought he was the best part of this movie. I really do enjoy his portrayal of Jack Reacher. The first act of Never Go Back is pretty good, which is probably why the trailers favor it so much, focusing entirely on the conspiracy and the frame-up and concealing the real story which surrounds, that is me sighing, road trip where Reacher is forced to bond with a girl who may be his daughter. I'm not entirely sure I can call the pacing clunky because I hate the whole badass must bond with a kid formula, especially when the kid spends the entire time whining and causing problems. This girl in particular is prone to plot-induced stupidity, which becomes especially infuriating as the film keeps telling us that she's resourceful, observant, and intelligent. Yeah, she's so intelligent that she keeps using her cell phone and credit cards, knowing that that is how they can track her. Oh, I hate these kinds of characters so goddamn much. I swear I saw the same shit in some Vince Vaughn thriller just a few weeks ago, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Her purpose in Never Go Back is to make things difficult for our heroes who otherwise would have resolved the conflict way too easily, drawing attention to how flimsy the narrative really is. So I got bored, which obviously affected my view of the pacing. It seems clunky to me, even though you might not agree. I could have possibly forgiven this if I thought the plot developments were compelling, or the confrontations were more suspenseful, or the action set pieces were thrilling, but they weren't. I was underwhelmed. The mediocrity was ultimately upstaged, though, by my disdain towards hostile, idiotic kids. If the first movie was a 7 out of 10, the sequel, I guess a 4.5 out of 10. If you liked Jack Reacher, then Never Go Back is only worth watching on the small screen, preferably on Netflix. If you haven't seen the first, you should, but if you don't like it, don't bother with the sequel. Yet if you are a fan of the previous film, I don't think Never Go Back is bad enough for you to actively avoid. I just don't think it's good enough to be really worth your money. I did not do a written review, but I have done written reviews of Shin Godzilla and Halloween 4: The Return of Michael Myers, so please read those. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Let me know what you think, both about the movie and the review, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you guys later.